Hey there, everybody. I hope that you are doing good. It's Friday afternoon. I just finished a huge batch of work for the farm that I work for 6 months a year. I'm a temporary farm employee, and I just finished my big batch of getting ready to open in May. And I just be really honest with you, I have not done anything artsy and all week. I don't think. I don't even remember the last time I did anything artsy, but we're going to try and do something artsy today. We're going to do whatever pops up because I've got a stack of stuff and I want to process it to get it out of my way. This is just a bunch of junk mail. I've got a glue stick. I've got some scissors. I wanted to walk over here and maybe just get a bit of washi tape, so I'm gonna put that over here as well because I might do some washi tapey stuff. Washi tapey stuff. Aren't you interested in washi tapey stuff? All right, the first thing that gonna do is to just process this coffee box. I was really excited when I got some coffee from Food Lion and it said Hawaiian coffee, and I was like, ooh, because I love Kona coffee, but it is so expensive that I can't do Kona coffee. So I thought, oh, and it said it had hints of chocolate and caramel, and I thought, oh yeah, that sounds doable. And it was not very good. I was kind of sad. I'll tell you the honest truth, I really was kind of sad because it was like, well, I thought that was going to be better. But generally, the Food Lion coffee that you do, the coffee pod thing, I got my coffee, my knockoff Keurig in January because I knew that I was going to be out of the kitchen, so to speak. And Chris likes his coffee in the morning, and he is not inclined to make coffee in a coffee pot, but he does he likes his coffee. So I thought that'd be nice for him, nice for me as well. So we're just chopping things up, and I really don't know where stuff is going to go, but I really do love food packaging, and I think this is just a great little coffee cup to add to, if we're doing our pocket letters, pocket pages, or something like that. It's just a sweet little item to add. So I'm gonna make a couple stacks. I'm just gonna make a stack of things to work with and things that I already know what I'm going to do with. So we'll put that over there. Generally, something like this kind of lightweight cardboard makes really good bookmarks or page sturdiers in the journals that I make. Now, speaking of journals, I've got two in the shop. I only have one in the shop right now. I'm low on supplies. Sweet Kathy sent me a bunch of paper. Thank you, girl. I really do appreciate that. I'm waiting on Chris to empty a few cereal boxes. So these things are awesome for prompts, right? So anytime you see a nice font, a nice big bold lettering, it's really cool to have these things. So, we're just chopping things up. This is one of those, we're going to make something out of nothing kind of things. Ooh, I think I'm going to have to turn the heater off. Typically, we're just using some space heaters this time of year, because the power bill is, like last month, it was $240. It's just not doable. crazy, isn't it? Okay, this would make, you know, kind of a really great substrate. I'm looking at maybe 5 by 6, 4 by 6, which is exactly the size of the substrate I really do love. You can tell how much I've cut these sort of things because I kind of can eyeball it. And honestly, y'all, I get darn close all the time. I looked kind of back. You know how you can go to Facebook and look at your memories and all that stuff? So I looked at some memories, and I have been making books since 2017. So that's like 7 years. That's a long time. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. We'll just whack it up. We might be able to use it for something. There we go. If you enjoy stuff like this, and who doesn't, please consider giving me a thank you or a tip in my Patreon or my Venmo. Those are linked below. These food labels lend themselves to all kinds of things. What I like to do with a food label is use it as a page in a book, you know, in a journal. So I'm just going to fold this right here, and I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to grab just a little receptacle so I can not have these. To me, these are finished pieces, and I don't need to do anything else to them. Good Lord, that's dirty. Oh, it's not dirty. It's got paint in it. Dried paint. Terrific. Well, at least it wasn't dirt, right? So I'm just going to put these things in here like this. Green beans. My dog loves green beans. I love green beans. I like green beans straight out of the can with a little bit of lemon juice on it. It's very yummy. For something like this, I can use this as a stick-in for a pocket, or I can fold it and use it in a pocket letter. Okay, so this is some advertising, and let me see what's in here. I haven't even popped it open. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I see a couple things that I would like. So I'm just going to, because this was like personal junk mail, I'm just going to do those like off camera. I love that. That's super cool. And I really liked the girl here on the front of it. Let's do that like that. All right, finished pieces, trash, finished pieces in the, so we haven't been at this very long, and we already have quite a little stack of stuff over here to play with. All right, this is a window envelope. I like to take these and fold them and make a page for a journal. Sometimes the window is not in the exact correct place. You can flip it like this and use this edge to put into a book. Let's do that, because that would be fun. And we'll just make like a whole page. And you can see how that kind of comes about. So let's do this, and then for this, now we're going to go this way, okay? So we want to put something in here. Oh, this would be a really good place to tuck in. Something like that. And we don't really have to, we don't have to secure this down or anything, because I'll put other things in here. I do think we're going to work with it like this. I didn't cut that off because I'm kind of thinking I could probably slide something in here as well. So, you know, it's a multi-purpose kind of little project here. Now, this is going to be the part that you slide into the book. Okay, so we're going to need to bump this out a little bit. So, how are we going to do that? I'm looking at all the stuff that I have over here. Why don't we just choose something from, you know, we're always talking about where can we get paper. And I got to tell you guys, I read an article last week about places like Michael's and Joann's. Maybe it was Hobby Lobby. There was another one that a lot of what we used to think of as craft supply stores are going to, they are stocking more home decor and less craft supplies. It was a really interesting, sorry, I'm thinking while I'm talking. It was a really interesting article. It was an interesting take on what is happening to craft supplies. And the writer was talking about how, you know, just the whole craft supply thing has changed since COVID. I'm trying to figure out how I want to kind of bump this out, and I'm not sure. Oh, okay, there's some like sturdier stuff in here. We want to leave enough room. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. All right, we're just going to leave this like it is. Again, you know, make the fold, because this is the part that will tuck into your book, and maybe we'll find something that might work in a minute. Anyway, so we're having to source paper where, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't like to buy things that are not made in the United States. And that was you know, part of the article was about that too, about being able to, we're going to use some of this washi tape that is, and we all have it, you know, that's kind of, you start pulling on it and then it does that. So we're going to use that. We're going to use that to our advantage, by golly. We all have it. You know, it's something that's kind of sat for a little while. Or, if you're like me, I have purchased it new and had it do that. And that's kind of frustrating, isn't it? So, you know, instead of buying stuff, you know, we are making more stuff instead of purchasing from, you know, foreign makers. It's really nice to be able to purchase from USA makers or just do it yourself, right? I think I have found, see, I want to keep this open. So, yeah, nah. I keep going back to bumping this out, but I think that that's just probably not going to work. So let's just look for some things to cut up and stuff in this little altered envelope that we've made. Anytime you see numbers, it's fun. So we're going to put this in here. Now we aren't going to, we're not going to mess with this cool image that we were able to slot in here. So we're just going to kind of put these things back here. So this will be a really fun surprise. Open is just a word that I can use for a prompt for journals, like words in my books, because I think it evokes evokes a memory, and that's always nice. Let's see what else we had. We had in here. See if anything else would stand out. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Easter eggy stuff. This would be nice to use as a page as well. So if you're making a junk journal, then it's fun to use junk, right? There's some of this I'm just not going to use, so we'll just pull those out. That's kind of a cool image. Pizza. I love pizza. It does not love me back so much. So we can put that in there. This over here, this over here. So I'm always looking on the back too to see if there's anything interesting. These are, these are kind of one of those things that the paper has gotten less quality and thinner. Like everything else, eggs have gone back up. It's rather frustrating. I like her. She's cute. So we're going to cut her out. Make something out of her. Maybe she would be fun on an altered envelope. Eggs. So eggs were like $1.25 for 18, and now they're $4 for 18. And Chris loves eggs, and Susie loves eggs. Susie is on, I tell you, poor doggy. He's had tummy issues for quite some time. And now we switched him to Purina Pro Plan, sensitive stomach, blah, 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 blah. Sensitive stomach, sensitive skin. So now he's feeling a whole lot better. This is cute too. We can use that for something. All of this paper was driving me out of my mind. Every time I opened my drawer, it was there, staring at me, sticking its tongue out, and I didn't like it. Okay, so I like the word switch. I like the word freedom. Those are good words. So let's put those words right here. Just like that. I love this as a page. I think it looks so nice. And I think what we'll do is maybe alter an envelope with these. This one will be a page. I'm still here, still working on this. And I am seeing that this whole value, what do they call it, Val Pack envelope kind of folds out. So I'm wondering if there is a way for me to use that as a page. Let's see how big that is. That's not going to work. So, I do like this part of it, though. So we'll use that. Probably a bunch of social media influencers doing whatever it is they do, which I don't know what that is. But anyway, I think it's got nice color. So I'll use that. I'm trying to finish this up. I'm sorry we've been working on one thing for the whole time. It seems like I apologize. I keep trying to do things, and my dad is not doing well. He's got COVID in his assisted living memory care place, so anyway, okay, that works out really well. Let's do something, you know, we've still got a small little pocket right here that we could do something with. I think just because of the color here, I'm going to do that. Like that. And then I'm just going to do the word rock. But not the... So, you know, you get the idea. I mean, instead of just buying a bunch of stuff, just make your own stuff. Jenny Belly said it best. Jenny Belly, years and years ago, said, creativity does not come from a craft store. And she was right. It really doesn't. It comes from like your head and the things that go on in your head and how creative you are, how ambitious you are to do your own thing. So, you know, what I'm looking at here is that these things would go great together. Look at that. Just absolutely perfect. Okay, I need some way to remember that this is like a pocket. So I think what I want to do is just put some color on here. Not color. Jenny Belly calls it juicy edge. So I'm kind of looking for just a little bit of color to go right there. No, not that. Let's just go with that. There's always some nice color in these Reach magazines. There's something I can use as just a little tab to remind me that there's this little circular item that says Metro Richmond Zoo, which I have never been to. I have never been very many places in Richmond, and I've lived here 17 years. I know that's a wee sad, but anyway, that's how it goes, right? Most of my time is spent W-O-R-K-I-N-G. Oh, that worked out good. See, that'll remind me that this is just a little slip-in place that I can put something into. All right, so we got a couple pages. We've torn out a lot of stuff. This is a really sweet thing right here. So I'm going to just use that as a page as well. Sorry about that, kitty, but I do love my half images. You guys know that. And I think in here, we are going to just put this girl right here. I love that. I love my vet. Susie went down and got his checkup and some medicine and a booster and all kinds of stuff like that this week. which is another reason I've never been anywhere in Richmond, because I have to WORK because of the DOG. And so does Chris. We do love our DOG, though. And I think with that, I'm going to put that right here. So what are we doing now? We're taking a piece of junk mail, and we're just collaging the heck out of it. Do you know why? It's because we can, by golly. We can, we can. I need to find a little something different here. Oh, this is good. Whoop! Another little zoo bit right here. I'm sorry about the jumpiness of this, but I feel like I do owe you guys, for one thing, a debt of gratitude, because so many of you have written and been so sweet and donated art supplies and things like that to me over the years, and it's really so very sweet and kind. The other thing is I am in a place where I have got to keep my mind occupied, or I'm going to go bananas. There we go. So there you go. I mean, you've made a sweet little piece right here. I love it. Okay, so let's just you know, just for the fun of it, let's just look at how these elements would fit into a journal. You know, so you can make your signatures by just pulling together little bits and bobs. And I'm liking the way that's turning out. So let's see what else we can do. Let's see if we see anything else in here that we want to use. Again, this is a thin, shiny publication, but you know, it is paper. Oh, there she is again. She's kind of just everywhere. I think she's going to be too big for me to fold into a page, but let's see what we can do here. That might not be too bad. Yep, that worked. All right, so she's a page now. And we will have to, you know, we'll put something right here, but she's a page. And we'll decide what we want to do with that in a bit. Oh, I think I want something right here. I like these colors, don't you? You know what this would be super cool for? This would be, this would make a nice flower. So we can just chunk this up into some squares. You're going to be so surprised. So we'll take this and we fold it like that. And then we're just going to make a pretty little flower out of it. I hope. Let me just round at the edges, and there we go. Sometimes you can just see what super cool colors, you know, might make. I might have made that one a little too small, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and do that. It is going to be wee tiny, but that's all right because they look super cool when you stack them together. You know, like that, and put a brad in the middle of it. So we've got that. We're still adding over here. This. So, you know, if it's, I think I'm posting this about 3 a.m. So if it's, you know, if it's 3 a.m. where you are, maybe this is a great project for you if you can't sleep. You can also like fold these magazines this way, but I don't like the shiny paper. So I think I'm kind of done with the shiny paper. Let's see what else is over here. Oh, I'm making so much progress and putting so much into the trash. Makes me super happy. Oops, sorry, y'all. That's a wiggly bunch. Hang on. There we go. I love envelopes. So I think anytime, you know, that I have an envelope, what I like to do is I like to take like a letter opener and kind of see if I can pull the letter open like that. Perfect. And then I just leave the letter like it is. I leave the envelope like it is because, like I said, you know, it's fun to alter things. This is Franklin Graham. This is such a sweet, we got to take Mama to the Billy Graham library several years ago. It's in Charlotte, and it was just crazy interesting. It was such a look at history, and it was really so much fun. We had such a great day that day. I think she was 80, and we took her. Again, you know, just something that goes in your stash box. And we're going to use those things, so don't think that we're going to be wasteful with them. This is another page. Perfect page. This is something that can go in the box, like that. And then you've got this great envelope. So, you know, maybe we'll just spend, maybe we'll spend a day, maybe we'll just spend a whole day. Look at that one. Or maybe we'll spend some time, not in this video, but maybe in a subsequent video. Okay, you can see that this is tearing, so no go on that. So I'll open it like that. Take out the paper, take out the letter. And I really like this yellow. I especially like these stamps, postage paid stamps. I just think they are so cool. Love this color because it's like a manila color. So I think what we'll do here is just fold this. Yes, this is a lesson in folding folding stuff. And then we're going to put that stuff together so it's, you know, this is, again, yes, I got a postage page thing right there. I love those. I think they're so interesting. And then we have an envelope here. There's an envelope here. Envelope here. Envelope here. This is from Chewy. We don't do Chewy. Do you guys do Chewy? Always interesting to, you know, to kind of know who's doing what. And this is perfect. So we can tear this. And I'm looking at the size of it. It's 7. So I'm going to take a wee bit off up here. And just make this into a page. Like that. Now, let's stop for just a minute. And one thing, there's too much on my desk. Let's just stop for just a minute and kind of look at something. So these are the pages that we've set aside. This is the first one that we worked on, right? And then we found this advertisement in the Valpak thing. I love that. I think it's so colorful, so trendy, you know? So we've got this, this. Got that lady right there. I think we're going to put her, let's put Franklin Graham right here. And then let's put this right here. And then what I need is, I need a, when you're making signatures, the middle of the signature needs to be substantial. So you'll want cardstock, you'll want a big-ish piece, you know, to go right in here. So there you go. I am going to grab a paper clip because this is actually coming along pretty good. So we're just going to clip that together. This is from my beautiful friend Bonnie. She is so awesome. And we're just going to cut that out. Is that not just a really beautiful color there? So what I think I'm going to do here is just kind of tear this. Because again, you know, it's paper. And look at this. It's even got this beautiful gray on the inside of this luscious kind of springy green color. And I think with this we are going to make another flower. I'm sure you guys know how to do this. I think we used to do this in school. You know, it's like that same snowflake technique, right? So then you kind of fold it out. So we've got this part and then this part, and then put something in here. It just makes a really stunning little thing, doesn't it? And you didn't buy it from somewhere. You didn't go online and order it. And, you know, you just kind of did it yourself. I think self-reliance is getting more and more important as our world becomes more and more confusing and unpredictable. Let's just call it unpredictable, because that's a great word. It's just unpredictable. That was really super thick. There we go. Look how pretty that one's gonna look. So nice. All right, envelope. You know, self-reliance, things like that. These are really important things. This would be awesome for a pocket. Just a stick in for a pocket, envelope. Cha-ching. I love my cha-ching. You can see that I did process a wee bit of this. I like these big chunky envelopes. Let's personalize this like that. So we can go back. When we're doing our envelopes, we can go back and just depersonalize that. I think that's way fun. So I'm just going to put a paper clip right here. And that's what I'm going to do with that one. So again, just, you know, you get all these things for cards and blah blah blah, and I don't want any of that. But then you look at it and you're like, that would make a nice little journal page, or that would make a nice, look how nice that looks, you know. And it's paper, right? I mean, we're sitting here talking about paper. All right, I'm going to add that to my signature because those are the correct colors. when you get junk mail and it has these pre-sorted standard stamps on it. I love those, so I always cut those out as well. I am not going anywhere Norwegian Cruise Lines. Nice try, but nope. This goes in the box. I like this thing that says feel free. It's nice color blue as well. I didn't, sorry, intend to do a video about, I really didn't intend to do a video period today, but I am feeling super blue and sad, and sometimes it helps a whole lot just to hop on for a minute and do something with you guys and chit chat with you a little bit. And when I can figure out how to do a live, you know, I think we will be doing lives. Does anybody have certain people that they like to listen to live? I'm not getting up in the morning at 4:30 like our beautiful Mary does, Mary Atelier. But, you know, I don't know. This is, I was on a watercolor journey last year for several months. From April to September. And then I just stopped. And I haven't been able to get the gumption to go back into that. So this is just probably a good place to stop. Let's let me get cleaned up here for a minute, and then we'll take a look at the signature that we made and figure out, you know, kind of our next steps. And this is a junk journal signature, okay? So it's not like some fancy smancy thing, right? Oh my gosh, Flo. She's got to be part of this. I love Flo. She's funny. And the two cellophane window envelope things came out really well too. All right, let's take this off my table. I'll probably sit here and finish it up because despite it being super sunny outside, it is cold AF out there. All right, so we just kind of processed some junk mail. We had some envelopes to look at. We had a Val pack slam full of paper to look at. We had bits and bobs to look at. I still have all of these envelopes that I'll show you how I process those in another video. I'm just going to keep them stacked right here, and we'll just probably do that up next. So, you know, let's just kind of look at what we have here and look at ways that we can use it. This is, I mean, basically, y'all, this is a signature, right? So you do like a stab binding right here. Put your pieces together, do a stab binding right here, or, you know, do a wrap binding for something like this. Also works really, really great. So let's just kind of see what we have. Now, I did want to use her. I'll probably use her like this. But what I'll do here is just add some junky bits, right? Something like that. Like I said, we'll finish this up. I won't leave you hanging, okay? We'll do something with it. So we've got her. And then, you know, with this, you can split the envelope right here and add some things to the pockets, to the windows. I think what I'm going to do here is switch this around a little bit because I do want this kind of bigger piece. All right, let's start again. And then you can see what it's going to look like from this side as well. This is that small little thing that I kind of need to bump out. And that is how a signature starts coming together. We're going to work on this again in another video. So I'm just going to kind of leave this right here, and then I will come back with you guys and work on some envelopes and work on binding this, and we'll just go from there. Thanks for letting me hang out with you today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.